All right, let's talk about the January transfer market. What do you think? Did Arsenal reinforce well with the signings of Trossard and Jorginho?
They also bought a center back, the Key War dude. He's a Polish center back. I think he played for Spezia in the Italian league.
Mm-hmm.
But I had never seen him play before. Honestly, I think they needed to do more signings, to be honest. And Jorginho was like, I don't rate Jorginho that much. Like, I just think.
Yeah, but you're looking at the Euro the Euro 2020. Well, the Euro 2020 winner and the Champions League winner.
I mean, yeah, but his performances have significantly dropped since that happened. You know.
Yeah, but you could also say Chelsea's performances have significantly dropped since then.
Yeah, that's true, but he's not a consistent like starter for Chelsea.
He used to be,
yeah, but I mean, now I just don't think he's the player that
he once
should be on that once was, and that should be like on a top team, you know.
But he's rotation.
He's slow. He turns like a truck.
But his thing is, he's one of those smart players that know how to anticipate the fact that he's slow, and because if there's one thing Jorginho's great at, is tempo. He's insane on the ball. He's a more defensive player because he sits back deeper. But I think it was a solid signing, a 12 million.
10 million, 12 million. I mean,
for a year and a half.
It's good money.
Yeah, like it's a solid purchase. And he'll give you depth, right?
I mean, that's what Arsenal needed because Arsenal don't have depth in the midfield like they should have, you know?
Yeah.
Like a Caicedo would have been amazing in that Arsenal midfield, bro. Next to Xhaka.
Okay.
Because Jorginho and Xhaka are pretty much, would you say they're similar players?
Yeah. But the thing is, Xhaka's more attacking.
Yeah.
They're both meant to be a box-to-box player. Because if we can all agree, Jorginho's a weird player because he does not fit any... Okay, this is how I view 4-3-3. So basically in the typical 4-3-3, right? Barcelona incorporated a midfield that was balanced. You had a number 8, right? Who pushed the ball forward, who cut through the lines, who dribbled through the middle. You had that Iniesta-esque player. That was the first part of the trio. The second part of the trio is a Xavi, a box-to-box. But the thing is, Xavi was way more special than that, right? But we're going to simplify it a little bit. Because Xavi could do a number 8 and a number 6. But point being, so you had Xavi who sat a little bit farther behind, who pressed a little bit more than the number 8 did, right? He'll press a little bit more, and he does defensive and attacking work, right? So he'll control part of the tempo of the game, right? So he does switches, all that stuff. And then you have a number 6 who sits behind them, right? A CDM, a tempo controller, a ball winner, block passing lanes, the typical things. Sometimes even a deep line playmaker, somebody who sits back deep, right? Jorginho fits none of those categories. He fits none of those categories, right? So then you think he plays in a double pivot, right? So, for example, he played double pivot next to Kante, who did everything for him. True. And he just had to control the game, control the tempo of the ball, all of those things, right? So the fact is, now Xhaka and Jorginho are going to be playing together. Like, nah, that's a recipe for disaster. More like Jorginho and Partey play together. That's better. That's much better. That is a much better combination. And honestly, under that, I think Jorginho might be a dog. If he has Partey defending for him and doing all the running and all of that stuff, Odegaard. So the thing is, Odegaard has to defend too because of Xhaka. So the fact it's simply put, like Jorginho is just basically replacing Xhaka, which is good because sometimes you need to give Xhaka a break. What they needed though was a monster on the ball, winner of balls, cut passing lanes. Like, dude, they needed Caicedo. Like, simple as that.
Yeah, Caicedo's that box to box, bro.
Caicedo's in the top 5 CDMs in the league right now. I think Casemiro's number 1. I think
I think Caicedo plays in a double pivot too, though.
Yeah, both at McAllister. So what's it called? Caicedo's like maybe fifth, I think. So I'd put Casemiro number 1, Rodri number 2, Party number 3. Who would be number 4? Bruno Gamaites would be my number 4, and then Caicedo would be my number 5. And that's because Bentancur's been injured and stuff. Bentancur's been out, so Bentancur would be in that top 5 too.
But he's more like Spurs. I don't see him just like
dude. He does all of the work.
Bentancur's like
bro.
a box to box, you know.
Yeah, but they play him as that defensive guy though. All right, so.
But I mean, so Jorginho was a decent signing for the money,
and then
Trossard was amazing.
They needed somebody.
That Trossard signing.
They needed somebody who wouldn't get in the way of what's it called, the progress they have with Martinelli. Excuse me.
Like, bro, Trossard is an amazing player to come off the bench for Martinelli.
He's versatile.
He can play striker and winger.
So he can play striker and winger. So they have a lot of options. All right. Brighton refused to sell Caicedo. Will he receive any backlash from the move?
I don't think so. Serbi, the coach, he was like, I'm happy like he stayed, but for the summer, like I don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's probably gone in the summer, bro.
So you think that?
Bro, he Caicedo made an Instagram post like
to leave. I remember that.
He wanted to leave. He's
you think the fans lost faith in him, or you think the fans are like, "Fuck, thank God we forced this guy to stay"?
Well, with the form that Brighton are on, I'm pretty sure they're glad that he stayed. Yeah, bro. They're not gonna. Bro, they're doing amazing.
Yeah, they won yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So, let's get to Chelsea. Talk of the town, especially after we just saw that they tied on Friday
against Fulham.
They just bought Enzo for a record Premier League purchase, bro. Most expensive player in Premier League.
Midfielder, isn't it? Or is it
everybody,
history?
I think history, bro.
Really?
Yeah, he's the most... Dude, I think before that, it might have been Jack Grealish.
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely. Correct me if I'm wrong. 120 mil plus.
That's wild.
We saw him play center mid.
No, he was playing CDM, bro. Enzo? Against Fulham?
Was he playing?
He was very deep, bro. He was basically touching the center backs, bro.
I thought he was playing double pivot with Gallagher, and then Mason Mount was in front of them.
Nah, I was watching the game, and Enzo was very deep, bro. He was
one of the CDMs, but I thought it was double pivot. Point being is that, yes, he had the defensive roles, right? He was the CDM of the pair, but I just thought he was paired up with Gallagher. But okay.
I mean, they were in a double pivot, but like whenever I was watching, like he's just so deep, like pretty much in front of the center backs,
Yeah. What'd you think of his performance?
I mean, he had a good performance.
I thought he was good.
Obviously, to me, it was a mediocre performance, but it was good just because he gave a decent amount of bad passes that led. I think a couple of them led to like some counterattacks, but Fulham aren't that dangerous, to be honest. So
what do you mean? Your boy Mitrovic is nasty.
Willian had a game yesterday, bro. That boy, I mean, not yesterday, but when they played Fulham, that boy still got it.
No, Willian's good, bro.
But I mean, Enzo, decent performance, his passing was a little off. Maybe it's the jitters and the nerves of his first Premier League game.
Yeah. No, Chelsea have a long way to go, but now they have the players to get,
But in general, though, Chelsea were poor, bro. If I'm being honest.
They'll get better though.
Horrible. Ziyech, bro, was horrible yesterday.
Yeah, Ziyech is bad. So
they did him bogus too for not leaving.
What happened with that mishap, bro? Like what happened with that paperwork? I was reading
that said that the Chelsea staff messed up the paperwork for his transfer 3 different times.
Jesus.
Like they sent in the wrong paperwork or something like that, so like they didn't get off in time. I think they were like 12 seconds late.
Was that intentional, or do you think that Bowley's management team, all of the lawyers and contract people, do you think they're just incompetent?
Nah, they're just incompetent, bro. I think they would have let him leave because of all the signings they've done, right? You just signed João Felix, you got Mudryk, you got Madueke.
Oh, I thought that was gonna flick.
So you got forwards in that position to let him leave. It was probably just human error.
So now, Leeds United States of America bring in Weston McKennie. What do you think of that?
I mean, that's a good loan deal, bro.
Is it though?
For Leeds though, I don't watch that much Leeds, so I don't know if they needed that position.
I think he's an okay player. He's an okay player, but come on, man. The guy's just signing American players at this point. Come on,
you got an American coach in Marsh,
dude,
and
like people give so much crap up to Luis Enrique and stuff.
He signed Aronson, Tyler Adams.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, there's bias everywhere. Like this guy's just trying to bring in like a bunch of people he thinks he knows he can work with, because it's difficult to work with players, right? Like for example, the fact that he can't get the best out of Rodrigo is insane, right? He keeps on playing him as
relegation
striker.
battle, right? They're in a relegation battle.
Yeah, when he was playing him as Cam, bro, he was deadly.
Bro, they just lost today, 1-0, I think.
Yeah, against Nottingham
Forest, bro.
I was gonna pick up Kaylor, bro. I knew they were gonna get that
Kaylor clean sheet,
dude. I knew, because they always get a boost. Like whenever you get signings and you get like a new something, you always win and you always whatever. But
over the summer, Forest, bro, they low-key spent a lot.
Yeah, we'll get to that right now. Actually, yeah, let's get in. Well, might as well. You know, they brought in Chris Wood and Shelby.
That's crazy,
bro.
Wait, was Shelby still at Newcastle?
Yeah, he was. Dude,
there was no
how do you, bro?
Anymore,
Man, these guys are like, bro. They still have Dennis. You remember Dennis from last year from Watford?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
who has
like,
Dennis? Who has him?
Nottingham.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think, right? Yeah, they have Dennis. Yeah. So they just brought in another striker, and they're not even using them. They're not even using the one striker they have on the bench. So
that's crazy.
Shelby is an interesting signing. We'll see how that goes. All right, Newcastle people out. A Newcastle player in. Anthony Gordon. Competition for Almiron?
No, I think it's a competition for the side that St. Max plays on. Yeah, because
Gucci boy.
He got injured, right? And who took his place? Was it Jolinton or Willick? I think it was Willick, right? And St. Max just wasn't getting playing time, bro.
Yeah.
He was just coming off the bench. So I think Gordon easily fits in that left wing role, bro.
Okay.
Like starts. If St. Max like lost form, then Gordon fits right in. Because during their game, he did get subbed. Saint did get subbed for Gordon.
Okay. So then, all right.
But that was a good signing, bro. Gordon was he was playing amazing for Everton. Everton just weren't doing it under Lampard, you know.
All right, let's start with the team of the hour. Liverpool bring no one to reinforce their midfield.
Crazy. I mean, they did sign Arthur.
That was last, though. That was last in the summer. Arthur was the last minute signing in the summer, no?
No, I think it was in the winter.
No, they signed him. Bro, Arthur's played and he got injured.
I don't remember.
Bro, you tweaking, but point being...
I don't think he hasn't played a single game for Liverpool.
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. He got injured.
Yeah, he got injured. I don't think he's played a single minute.
Damn, dude.
If I recall, I don't know.
I think he did
my
play.
ball knowledge is mudded,
but this is a perfect transition to get into what happened on Saturday. Liverpool lose 3-0 against...
Were they at Anfield?
I don't know. I don't know. They lose 3-0 to a Wolves team fighting relegation, bro.
A Wolves team that's
Jesus,
that struggles to score goals, bro.
Jesus, that's even dude, that's horrible, bro. So I'm gonna ask you, what do you think is the issue with Liverpool? What's the problem?
I mean, the midfield. They have no midfield, bro.
Okay, but what about the midfield? What are they doing wrong? Because they have midfield. Why isn't like Thiago got injured? He's back. Jordan Henderson would get injured, but he's back. So what? What's the issue? Man. What's the issue?
I mean, they're playing a 4-3-3. They got who do they have? They had Thiago played. I think Fabinho played, and that dude Bajcetic. I forgot that dude's name. Academy player, right? And then Konate just got injured, one of their center backs. So
it's an injury issue?
It was Matip and Gomez. VVD's out. I mean, Liverpool they have no squad depth, bro.
Yeah. It's multiple.
And it also, like, mentality wise too, like, you go down 1-0, 2-0, like, there's no fight in that team anymore, bro.
So this is gonna lead to a conversation that is perfect for this, but I'm gonna say that the issue today with Liverpool is multiple things, right? And it all started with the contract negotiations with Salah and Mane, right? Mm-hmm. All of their problems started with Mane and Salah wanted to be paid fairly, right? Yeah. Salah wanted all Salah wanted is to be paid more than 300 mil. Dude, people like Sterling were making more money than Salah. Salah was carrying.
That's crazy,
right? Mane was making less money than what's it called than Salah, and Mane arguably was the better player.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, Mane was carrying. Now that he's gone, like people can see how important Mane was.
So the fact is that they decided to keep Salah and they let Mane go. That was their first mistake. They should have kept both. You can afford to pay both. Let's say they didn't though, right? Let's say for a fact they can't afford to pay. They can't afford to pay. Bro, you just spent 90 something or 86 on Darwin Nunez. Darwin?
Oh, what a strike.
You missed it?
Yeah, it hit somebody. Corner.
Darwin, bro? Then you bring in Cody Gakpo? Then you bring in Cody Gakpo? Come on. Cody Gakpo's a solid player, but he's not going to get no service in this team right now, right?
Gakpo is playing as a left winger, right? He's played 7 games so far, and I haven't seen him do anything.
They decided to take their chances with Luis Diaz, who I thought was okay at best. He had great games, and then he had really poor games. He just reminded me of a Riyad Mahrez, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, I already knew that was the bad choice to let go of Mane.
I do like Luis Diaz, bro. He's good.
Nah, dude, he's good, but he's not like someone you could replace Mane for. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. So if you ask me, Luis Diaz or Mane, 10 out of 10, bro, every
that's
time.
A no-brainer, but...
And dude, you want to know what's funny? He was only really ever that good when Mane was playing too. Mane was just playing striker.
Yeah, that's true to me.
So the fact is that they messed up there. And then they decide not to reinforce their team's fullbacks. And well, at least one fullback, right? Because I think Sismas is solid. But to reinforce their right back or reinforce their midfield, right? There's no solid reinforcement. There's no solid... competition for Fabinho, and Fabinho gives horrible.
Oh, Harry Kane.
Fabinho gives horrible performances day in and day out, right? And there's nobody to replace him.
Yeah,
right. There's nobody to scare him.
No CDM off the bench, right?
But that's what I'm telling you. Nobody's can replace Fabinho.
Like instead of signing Gakpo, bro, they needed a center mid. Like in Arthur, bro,
they need.
I don't know why they brought him in.
Yeah, so they needed a Bellingham. And so a lot of it has to do is that now their midfield, they've been playing top level football for years now. All of their players are tired. All of their players are exhausted, right? And so this is what I'm going to tell you.
Liverpool love to press, bro.
This is a huge argument today, right? Mm-hmm. What league is the best league in the world? What's your opinion on that, Manny?
I mean, everybody... At least I would say Premier League. I think people would agree with me.
Yeah, of course, because it's in mode now, right? The Premier League. But I just want to make this clear distinction. I'm not saying that the Premier League is not the best league in the world, right? Right. But I am gonna say is that, bro, the quality of football is not as great as people think it is, bro. It's mostly just because they press every game, bro. Every team plays high pressure.
People's argument would be like, is the Premier League really the best league in the world if you have all these Spanish teams winning Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues?
But the point being is, dude, even Roma winning the new Europa League conference and stuff. The European League conference. No way.
It's offside.
It's offside. So... all I'm going to say is my only distinction is that, yeah, it is the best league in the world, but I think mostly because it's the most entertaining. It's competitive. Most teams are on equal footing.
There's a lot of a lot of teams are wealthy.
But because of one reason and one reason alone, because they attack non-stop, bro. It's one side of the goal, other side of the goal, one side of the goal, dude.
They make it entertaining.
Golazo,
no, he missed. this.
So they make it extremely entertaining, and people don't like. They love to see it, right? Like for example, yesterday,
it's fast paced, bro.
Aston Villa versus Leicester was a 5. Was it 4?
That was a banger. I think it was 4-2 or something.
No, it was 5-2. No,
I think 4-2.
Okay, 4-2, 4-2. Right. It was 4-2, bro. 3 of those goals were horrible. And it had an autogol. It was an own goal.
Yeah.
They had Kamara lost the ball, and they just tapped it to James Maddison, and he kicked the ball in, bro. Like, it was horrible goals, right? They weren't entertaining. Like, I mean, not entertaining. They weren't impressive. Yeah, it was a 4-2 game, and those are always great because there's a lot of goals, right?
Yeah.
But again, the quality of football, in my personal opinion, wasn't that great. Most teams get bored by La Liga and Serie A solely because the teams don't attack. They realize that they can't go 1-for-1 against Madrid, Barca, or Atletico, so they sit back and they just let them attack and don't let them create chances. Right?
I mean, Italy's known for being defensive, right?
Bro,
like everybody says, like
nobody wants to see defense the whole game.
That league is just defense, you know.
Pretty much, man. So it's so now bringing it back, right? Like if you're playing high pressing season in season out, and you don't have the players to do it, they're gonna get injured. They're gonna get worn out. You're gonna overuse your players and stuff, and ultimately end up in the situation that Liverpool's in, right?
Jota's out. Luis Diaz is out.
Is
Firmino.
so lucky that Madrid is playing horribly at the moment. Madrid is having his injury issues.
I still think they thrashed.
Dude, but if you had the Madrid from last season play Liverpool, they would lose.
Get destroyed.
Dude, they would get some Barca versus Bayern right now. They would get a Barca versus Bayern game.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave that there. Comment down below. What do you think is the Premier League the best league in the world? Or is it the most entertaining, attractive league in the world? I think it genuinely that the top flight football is amazing. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like and let people debate me on Nottingham Forest and Nottingham Forest plays better football than most teams in La Liga. That's an absolute lie, bro. That's absurd. There's no way.
A La Liga team would definitely ball out against Nottingham Forest.
Any La Liga team, bro. Now, if you're gonna and maybe I'm being unfair choosing Nottingham Forest, but I'm gonna say this: Wolves would lose to like a Celta. What is it? Wolves would lose to like a Valencia. Wolves would lose. Aston Villa would lose to Real Betis.
So, do you think La Liga teams are just more organized?
They're way more organized. It's a lot slower. They let you play the ball. They defend better. They don't let you create space and create chances and let you take them 1v1. Of course, that doesn't count when you play against Barca or Madrid. There are abnormalities that make the league go higher because, right? So honestly, I'm gonna say this: the Premier League is the best league because it has the most attractive football, it spends the most money, and it has the best marketing. Simple as that. That is why the Premier League is the best league in the world. That's true.
I mean, you got big name players in there, bro.
The fact that you could just go on USA in the United States, or you can go on NBC? NBC, or dude, even Telemundo, bro. Telemundo out here, dude. They be commenting on the games, got it. Like in England, they call it the match of the day. Telemundo has its match of the day, bro.
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy. While La Liga and its stupid TV rights has put it with beIN Sports and made it unavailable.
Yeah. It's so hard to watch La Liga games.
So for people who don't know, USA is like, it's basically almost the cheapest kind of cable you could get for TV. Honest, like beIN Sports, you have to get the sports package. I had to get Comcast. And then it didn't come with beIN Sports. I had to get the sports package, and that only gave you American sports. It gave you, and then so I had to get the Latino package to get beIN Sports, bro. And then they took it away. Then they took it away from Comcast, bro.
That's crazy. They play some La Liga games on ESPN too.
Now they do. But
you gotta pay for ESPN.
But dude, my point being is, bro, now that you have ESPN controlling La Liga, the fact is that Bro, Messi and Ronaldo aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
Bro, when Messi and Ronaldo were there, bro, the league was so popular. Like, it was insane, bro. The level, all of the money those La Liga teams were racking in. Bro, every season.
Because everybody wants to go watch them,
dude, every game would be stacked because who doesn't want to go see Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Cruz, Modric, Xabi Alonso, Ronaldo, Falcao, Torres, Sergio Aguero, dude, there was so many good players, bro. Aspas, what was Andruis from what's it called? Atletico Bilbao, dude. All of these teams were amazing. Like, and they didn't capitalize. Like, La Liga did not market itself well. And lastly, La Liga struggles a lot because U.S. culture, MLS is not as popular. Dude, the Premier League is more popular than the MLS.
Bro, it's
in the United States.
Bro, MLS is garbage.
But the fact is that in Mexico or in Argentina, Brazil, they have their own football culture. So it's by all means more popular than any European because people are more invested because they live in those areas, right? Mm-hmm. The United States has a crazy Liga MX fan base.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Crazy because of the Spanish-speaking Mexicans and in the United States, and solely La Liga is not gonna capitalize or market well with already popular leagues in those leagues, right? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, a Brazilian guy will say, yeah, the football in Europe's way better, but they'll probably be like, I prefer watching Santos, my dream club, my home club, right? Or what's the team that went to Luis Suarez went to? Gremio, bro. Like, all of these teams already have a huge fan base and they're
they're well established in their own country, in their towns.
So the Premier League got lucky because the U.S. is the largest consumer of anything. The U.S. consumes
it's
tomorrow.
Only because the league here is shite, mate.
Pretty much, man. And
I know they're trying to build the league up.
And it's going to be built up. They're working on it, and it's going to be insane. But for right now, the Premier League got a hold on the United States. And look at us.
We're consuming Premier League content.
Dude, we're creating Premier League content. Like,
dude, Ederson has to catch that head.
Yeah. And a lot of it has to do with how much money they spend. All right.
Bro, investment in the Premier League is insane.
In 2022-2023 season, the Premier League teams spent a whole 2.8 billion pounds. And 2.8 billion pounds.
Money laundering at that point, bro. That's just crazy.
Beating its 2017-2018 record of 1.9 billion. So that's the new record, 2.8.
Dude, that's insane. Is that for the whole summer and winter?
Yeah, that's the both
that's crazy.
both transfer windows, right? So let's go down this list. The most notable one is 400 no. I'll do the whole thing. $540.53 million and combined Chelsea. Jesus.
$500 million?
$500 million, bro. Manchester United 215 million. And what do you have to show for it, bro?
I mean, now we're getting back up there, but
Newcastle United 163.84 million. That's insane. Now let's do something a little bit more interesting. Manchester City is like fourth from the bottom with 133 million, bro. So now,
you can take into account the English tax, like
take in all of this money, bro. Let's say take all in this money. Is the Premier League? Let's put another argument on debate. Since the Premier League is the best league in the world, is it now the Super League?
I mean, you can make a case for it, bro.
Is it the Super League?
Because of the amount of money that gets invested.
But what do you think?
And spent. I mean, yeah, because no other league can compete with the amount of money that's being spent, bro.
I'm going to say no.
Like, why would a player want to go to a different league when they can get an insane amount of money to go to a Premier League side, you know?
No, that's a valid argument, right?
So over time, like all the huge players are signing to the Premier League, which you can say is becoming a Super League, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense, bro. But for me, I'm gonna say no still, because a Super League for me will always be, and because I'm an American, right, will always be an NFL, NBA type of league, right? MLB.
Like a hybrid?
No, a league that a league that, what's it called, has no risk. The fact is that these teams in the NFL and in the MLB and NBA, they don't relegate.
Oh,
there's no relegation. They don't leave. Owners have nothing to lose. Actually, it's preferred they lose so they get better picks for better players. They have drafts in the US where if the weaker teams, like for example Cleveland Browns,
the Bears have the number
Bears,
1 pick this year.
Like before, like these teams, the weaker you do during the draft, the higher picks you get. So you get chances on signing these amazing young players and stuff to build your squad up and stuff like that, right? So the fact that there's still a meritocracy to the Premier League will prevent that. But as soon as you start bringing in Barca, Madrid, you take the best leagues, like that's a Super League. So I'm going to still say no, but it's getting awfully close. It's getting awfully close, bro.
I mean, that would get more viewership, because who doesn't want to watch
Nottingham Forest is in 4th place with $162 million, bro.
Crazy, dude.
They're higher on the list than Arsenal. Arsenal have the strongest fan base in all of the UK.